Hello everybody, Jonah here on my way up the road for a walk with Ben. Sometimes we get so caught up on everything else we forget to take responsibility for ourselves. So we, of course, blame other people. We blame circumstance, situations, life itself, and the list goes on who we blame, and we blame ourselves. And if we just stop blaming, if we take responsibility right now, we start taking responsibility and we look at the big picture, okay? What can we do differently? The way things are right now are exactly the way they are. That's where they're supposed to be, as far as I'm concerned. Not that you're supposed to sit around and do nothing about it. But if you want things to change, you have to take responsibility for yourself. You have to take responsibility for where you are right now. Accept where you are, appreciate where you are, love where you are, but think about where would you like to be? What would you like to be doing? Who would be your best self? Who would be, come on, Fan, who would be the person you want to be? Think about it for a moment. What career would you like to do? What's your all-time favorite thought on, don't worry about you can't, don't worry about money, don't worry about anything like that. What I want you to do for this exercise is dream. Dream big. Big, 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 big. And if you have no clue on what you would like to do, what would your life look like if you didn't have to think about money, if you didn't have to think about career or anything? What would it look like for you? So where would you be? Who would you be? What would you be doing? Think about it. Turn this off for a minute. Maybe grab a paper and pen and write it down. What would your life be like if none of the excuses that you use right now mattered? Go to the end of your story. Play it out. What would it look like? How would it be? What house would you be living in? Would it be your own? Would it be on a street like this? Maybe by an ocean? Maybe somewhere warm all the time? Think about where you'd like to live. Put that in your thought process. What would it be like? And pause this video and write it down. What would the end of your story look like if nothing mattered? No excuses. All the excuses you've been doing, money, no direction. What would it look like? That goes for your career, your relationship, everything. What would it look like? Write it down, pause this video, write it down, and then come back. Okay, hopefully you paused it and then came back and have all your details down about what it is that you want. Better health, more money, how much money, bigger house. What does your house look like? Do you have pictures? Do you know what it looks like? Are you just thinking about it? Are you designing it yourself? Draw pictures? What does that list look like? So now you have an idea of what you want, what your life will look like at the end of your story. Now we begin by telling our story, a different story than we've been telling. We make it more responsible for ourselves. We take responsibility for ourselves. What life are you living now that isn't ideal with the end of your story? So start working on those. Walk every day, maybe. Go for a walk, even if it's just around the block. Get yourself out. Get some exercise. Maybe do some yoga. Maybe take a class. What is going to help you get to that next step? You're responsible for you. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Take every little step you need to take to get you to where you want to be. Bit by bit, who is the person in that story? That's who you're becoming. That's what you're doing, is you're starting to take responsibility for you. You can no longer blame anybody else. They are not responsible for your feelings, for your thought process, for your actions or reactions. You are responsible for them. So today, start taking steps to get you to that end story. Start talking about that end story. Start being in. How does it feel? How does that end story feel? Probably pretty amazing. Feel that feeling. Take action. Even, like I said, even if it's like baby steps and it's going for a walk. Maybe it's eating a salad once a week. Maybe it's calling someone that you don't get along with all the time, that you want to make amends with. Maybe it's writing that book. Maybe it's creating a game. Maybe it's creating something different. Whatever it is, however it begins, it starts with you. Your action. You need to take action. Which action are you going to take today to help to get you towards that dream life? The one that you're just wrote about? All things are possible. No matter what anybody tells you, do not believe them. People do not know what you're capable of. Only you do. And when you put yourself down, you'll have no clue on what you are capable of. So, trust in you. Believe that it is possible. Take some action steps. You can do this. You are worthy of this. This is your life. Become the best you. I love you.